All right, so you're using AI and you want better answers, right? Smarter, more reliable answers. You want to really unlock its full potential. Well, let's dive into a super simple prompting technique that's going to fundamentally improve your AI's reasoning and pretty much turn you into a power user. Okay, let's start with something I know you've run into. You give an AI a task that seems really, really simple. Some basic math or a little logic puzzle, and the answer it spits back is just, well, it's wrong. It's one of those silly mistakes, and it is so frustrating, right? It makes you think, can I even trust this thing? And here's the real issue. The AI often feels like this total black box. You pop a question in one side and poof, an answer comes out the other. But you have absolutely no clue how it got from A to B. See, these models, they're just generating the next word based on what's most probable. And sometimes that leads them to jump to a conclusion that sounds confident, but is just flat out wrong. And without seeing the how, you can't figure out the why it messed up. But what if we could crack open that black box? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We are going to dig into a technique called chain of thought prompting. And it's all about one simple thing, getting the AI to think step by step. So what is this thing exactly? Look, chain of thought prompting is basically just asking the AI, not just for the answer, but for its entire process. It's like your old math teacher yelling, "Show your work." Remember that? By making the AI lay out all the little steps it's taking, you're forcing it to slow down and actually think about the problem instead of just taking a wild guess. Okay, that sounds cool in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Let's get practical. I'm going to show you exactly how to put this into practice, and you'll see it's way easier than you think. Just look at this. The difference a few words can make is incredible. On the one hand, a standard prompt, you get a fast, kind of gut reaction answer. And yep, it's wrong. But then you just add that magic phrase, "Let's think step by step." And boom, you force the AI to slow down, to actually reason it out, and it lands on the right answer by showing you how. That right there, that's the aha moment. So, how do you get this to work for you? It's dead simple. You can just use a direct phrase in your prompt, something like, "Let's think this through step by step," or even just "break this down for me." Another really powerful trick is to give the AI an example or two first. You show it a similar problem that you've already solved step by step. It's like teaching it the exact pattern you want it to copy. Okay, so what does a good thought process even look like in this case? Well, instead of just guessing, the AI would first say, okay, let's look at the whole numbers to the left of the decimal. Both are 9. Got it. Then, now let's compare the first number to the right of the decimal. We've got a 1 in 9.11 and a 9 in 9.9. And finally, since 9 is obviously bigger than 1, 9.9 has to be the larger number. See? It's simple, it's logical, and you can follow every single step. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, that's a neat little trick, but is it really that big of a deal? Oh yeah, it is. Let's talk about the payoff here, because this tiny change to your prompts has some seriously powerful results. I'm telling you, this technique is a total game changer for anything that requires thinking in order. For math problems, it forces the AI to follow the order of operations, so no more dumb mistakes. For logic puzzles, it makes it check every single clue before jumping to a conclusion. Trying to make a plan, it helps build an actual strategy, step by step, not just a random to-do list. And for you coders out there, it can help trace the logic in your code to find bugs. It's huge. So when you boil it all down, you get 3 huge wins. First, your accuracy goes way up, especially when things get complicated. Second, you can actually see what the AI is thinking, which makes its process super easy to follow. And third, and this is a big one, if it still messes up, you can see exactly where its logic went off the rails. Debugging becomes a piece of cake. And that's the magic right there. This is what changes the AI from being some mysterious black box into a partner you can actually work with. The whole process becomes crystal clear. That builds trust, and it gives you way more control over what you get. So what's the big takeaway here? What's the one thing you need to remember? I want you to think of this as more than just a little trick. This is your new AI superpower. Seriously, it's the one simple change you can make, starting right now, that will get you ridiculously better results. So from this moment on, anytime you're tackling a tricky problem with an AI, just remember this one simple rule. Don't just ask for the solution. Ask for the steps. That's it. That is the entire secret.
When you ask for the process, you get a better answer, a more reliable answer, and an answer you can actually understand. Every single time.
So, you've got this awesome new tool in your toolbox now. There's really only one question left to ask. What's the first complex problem you're going to solve with it?